Obviously, a good, hard-fought series. I think they're a different team than when we last played them in the playoffs. They've got more experience, and obviously they have two highly skilled players that can kind of make you pay. So, we're expecting a hard-fought series, and should be a good one.
They also seem more balanced. How challenging is that?
Yeah, for sure. I think we were kind of talking about today how they seem to run four lines more than they have in the past. So I think their depth is definitely better, and that's going to be something that we're going to have to look out for.
Does this feel like a rivalry between these guys? I know it's been a year in between, but
yeah, I mean, I think it always is. We always somehow end up meeting, in the playoffs, and we were kind of on the other side last year, and I think we're looking forward to it. We love the challenge, and I think we like our group.
What words would you use to describe that series from a couple years ago?
Just hard fought. Obviously, I think they've learned since then. Obviously, going to the finals last year, I think they have a different mentality, but I think we're just looking forward to the challenge again, and getting ready to gear up.
Can you put in the words, the challenge of defending their top guys?
Yeah, it's tough. They're highly skilled. They can make you pay. Obviously, kind of trying to limit turnovers and stay over top. Obviously, it's not easy, as a D with that much speed, but I think we've done it before, and I think we're ready to do it again.
Do you find yourself game planning more around their top players than you do maybe when like other teams? Sometimes you say we're worried about our game and playing our way. Do you find yourself having to game plan more when you have those guys on the other side?
Yeah, for sure. I think kind of a similar challenge, that we have with Minnesota. Obviously, their top line did a lot of damage, and highly skilled players. So I think if we can kind of limit them, like we did in the last couple of games of the Minnesota series, we should be good.
the end of that series especially, right?
Besides those two, who was the matchup that came to your mind about how to play them, how they play you, and stuff like that, besides just those two?
Are you talking? Yeah. It's obviously it's hard. I think having home ice, is going to be key. You can get the guys out there that you want. Get the matchups you want. So that's going to be a big part of it. And I think again, like I said, we're excited for the challenge again. They're two highly skilled players, and it's always fun.